What's going on, everybody? Thanks for coming in. Appreciate everybody checking out the lives. If you're on a replay, check out that description down there. Hit the thumbs up. Do all that fun stuff for me. We're chilling, getting unloaded today. I thought I had a drink here, but apparently I don't. There it is. There it is. So yeah, what's everybody doing today? Like I said, we're sitting around here getting unloaded. Maximum Rage, you are first. Thank you, sir. Um, Let me find my other phone. Let's see what's going on here today. I'm all confused. I got everything back there. I was doing some work, putting some stuff together back there. Um, whoo! May have to roll up this window, man. This yard guy is giving it hell out here. Blazing a trail across the parking lot in that spotter. Doing it real big. Doing it real big. Yeah, let me get this thing going. See who all's in here. Maxim Raids was first. Adco was second. Paul Harris, I got you in third, buddy, but you still made the podium, right? Still made the podium. So, what is everybody up to today? I am in Pennsylvania. I'm in Pennsylvania. Where in the heck is this? 5 watching. Where am I at? Where am I at? Where am I at? Uh, yeah, I guess. I guess I'm not subscribed to myself. I guess that's why it's not showing up, even though it should. God, man, they got to make it tough, right? They got to make it tough on me. I love a challenge. There we go. There we go. I'm actually in my own live now. All right, 16 in the house. Oh, let's see what everybody's talking about today. What's on everybody's mind? I got a load of energy drinks I'm delivering over here in Pennsylvania. Brought this over from Minnesota. Paying really good. Let me tell you, there's a certain soft drink company that typically does not pay very well. And it's kind of common knowledge in the owner operator world that this certain beverage maker does not pay very good. But let me tell you, I must have caught them in a bind or something because yeah, we're talking like $4 a mile. Like $4 a mile. I can drink to that, right? I can drink to that, right? Which I don't see how they couldn't pay it, man. These freaking energy drinks are so freaking expensive. You know, why would they not pay? Jerome Jones, big money. What's up? Thanks for coming in, Jerome. Paul Harris is third. Yeah, man, it's still a good number. Like, I still appreciate you. Storm Trucking, what's up, Cash? Not much. Dropping off some energy drinks. We're in a door, but we have not got the red light yet. We're still on a green light. They haven't started on us. I read some really bad reviews about this place, but they also said that it took like an hour to get checked in, and I kind of had me a little worried because on the Google Photos of this place, it had people like standing all the way out the door, like into the parking lot, and I was like, "Oh God, please don't let it be like that." I think it might be where it's a Saturday. It's very dead here. There's like 3 people working here. The yard spotters out here moving trailers around, and there's one lady in the office, and I think there's just one guy in the warehouse, maybe more back in the back, but I just seen the one. So very, very much a skeleton crew here today. Let's see. Stupid fly. It's one thing I do like about winter. The flies and the insects go away, right? Maximum rates. How about Max? Max, see what do Cash Man? Adco says you don't sleep. Oh man, I sleep all the time. Like, um, you know, you know what I'm saying? Like on my recorded videos, a lot of time what I'll do on recorded videos, and I learned this from DIY Semi is, you know, make 1 or 2 videos at a time. You know, when you get everything set up and you sit down and make a video, you know, or maybe like do a part of a video, like do a video, then do another part to it, you know, like another video. You can really get a lot more content done that way because you're already in the mood to like do it. You already got your camera set up, you got everything going. Um, Let's see. Storm Trucking says relaxing in a hotel on an overnight route. Oh man, at least you get the overnight, right? At least you get the overnight. Um, you get the hotel. That's nice. Um, yeah, I can live with that. I always liked it when I did LTL line haul. I got to do the hotels every day. You run all night, then you go to the terminal, drop the truck, drop the trailer, and then they call a van and get you a ride to a hotel. That is the one aspect of LTL I miss the most. Getting to stay in a hotel. It's sweet. A shower that 500 people haven't used that day. Um, you know, good stuff. Good stuff. I don't know if that guy knows it, but he's got that light on the front of his trailer. That means he has a problem with one of his tires on his trailer. But I don't think he cares. He's just going with it. Y'all know that little white light on the front of your trailer? If you've got the auto inflation system, that means you're losing too much air somewhere. Oosh. Um, let's see. Freight trucking back to Minneapolis. Listen to you live, nothing better. Hey, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, I got a load. I got to do a little research here in a minute. I got to pick up a load tomorrow, Sunday. It's a four stopper back to Minneapolis. So I got 2 stops in Wisconsin. I got 2 stops in Minneapolis. One of them is Cisco Foods. I love going by the old previous employer. So I got Cisco Foods of St. Paul on there. Got to hit them up. I don't mind going there. It's not a bad time, as long as they don't give you like a 5 or 6 o'clock delivery time there when the guys back up all the way out onto the street. They park overnight. They're not supposed to park in that driveway overnight, but they do it. I get it. It is what it is. Excuse me. Don in the house. What's up, Don? Thanks for coming in. DIY Semi in the house says, I'm pruning my fruit trees. All right, is that slang for something? Is that code for something? I can imagine, like, if you smoked weed, I'm pruning my fruit trees, just something, I don't know. But thanks for coming in, DIY Semi. We'll talk you through it, as long as you ain't got a gas powered pole saw, where you, Spartan in the house says, "Hey Cash, what's up, brother? Thanks for coming in." Paul Harris gets a trophy. He is on the podium. Storm Trucking says, "Hit that like button." Yeah, 20 in the house. What are we looking like? 24 in the house, 13 likes. That definitely it's definitely a good thing to do. Is hit that like button. I ain't saying it'll make you look better, but I'm saying it won't make you look worse. You know what I'm saying? Just throwing it out there. Sorry, just got done eating some macaroni and cheese. So I don't know what's going on there. Alexandra, hey Cash, good video this morning. Yeah, I appreciate everybody checking out the weekly recap video I dropped earlier. It's doing okay. It's kind of an average. It's funny because those weekly recap videos, I always tell people like $7,000, like $7,000 to $7,500 is kind of my cutoff on that, because, and what I mean by that is the video doing good or the video doing bad. If I put out a video like that where it's like $6,400, not many people watch that, because apparently $6,400 ain't a lot of money these days. But then I can put out one where I make like, 9,000, and oh man, everybody watches that one. It's like, they want that clickbait. So I should just go around saying every week, hey, I make $10,000. I'll probably have, I'd know my worth, boy. I'd have some real subscribers at that point. Max and Ray says, Cash, man, I'm sitting here in Nebraska on a 34. Found a company that pays me $337 for a 34. Nice. There's nothing better in this world as far as like jobs and work is to get paid to do nothing. I mean, if you can get a gig to where they will pay you to do nothing, like watch cable television, yeah, it's pretty good times. Dan Terraleki, hey, from Motown. All right, Dan, Dan's in the city today. How's it going out there, Dan? The trainer says, yo, cash. Agco Max. Dale Mandate says, nice rate. Yeah. Yeah, for a beverage load, it was basically do not let it freeze. And I'm like, okay, it's like it never got under freezing the whole time. I could have ran it with the reefer off, honestly. But the way I looked at it was, I said, well, if something were to happen, where they wanted to pull the date up from the reefer unit and they paid for a reefer trailer and then you rode it there the whole way with the reefer off, you might get, someone might get their panties in a bunch about that. So what I did is I just matched the outside temperature to the reefer unit temperature. It got down to like 40, it got down to like 42 last night. So I set the reefer on 45 last night. Um, and then let's see, yesterday it was like 70 degrees outside. So I raised the reefer temperature up to 70 degrees. I just been kind of keeping it what the outside temperature was. Um, and last night, like if I would have thought it was going to get below like 40, if I would have thought there was a chance it was going to get down any cooler, I would have bumped it up a little bit. I definitely don't want to rip people off, give them what they pay for. But at the same time, there's no reason wasting diesel fuel and putting hours on the reefer unit and polluting the air, running the reefer unit if there's no need for it. I got the reefer unit off now that I'm in the door. It's like, I don't know what the temperature is here right now. It's pretty warm. It's 59 degrees here right now. So yeah. Let's see, where are we at? Yeah, nice rate. Yep. Montoya, good morning. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate it. Al John's in the house. What's up? What's been going on with you, Al Johns? Thanks for coming in. Al John says, still slinging cases of liquor all along the Mississippi Gulf Coast. There you go, man. Seems like you kind of getting the hang of it now, getting a little easier. Jobs like that are tough in the beginning, man, especially like just getting the hang of them. Once you learn a few little tricks of the trade and what makes it easier, it gets a little better. But starting off sometimes, man, those delivering cases of things jobs they're rough. I know one thing. They told us the guard was very, very adamant here. Says do not go over 20 miles an hour in the yard. Apparently, that does not apply to the company trucks or the yard drivers because they've been coming in here like with a quickness. With a quickness, I tell you. So, um, let's see here. Oh, and they got backup beepers on their trucks too. Isn't that wonderful? Maxim Rate says, speaking of flies, have you ever thought about this? You get in your car, drive to the grocery store, drive to a restaurant, and drive to post office, and not one fly goes in your car. Huh. The grocery store, the restaurant, the post office, not one fly goes in your car. Open truck door one time, two flies race in. Okay, yeah, that was a two-parter there. I thought it was some sort of riddle. Yeah, no, it amazes me. It's like some of these places I deliver to, man, like there are flies everywhere. Like especially like produce, like a lot of those docks, they'll have busted watermelons laying on the dock or something like that. Man, there'd be a million flies surrounding that thing, and it's just like, all right, I know I'm at least gonna haul two flies over the state line for sure. And it's always two. You're exactly right. It's never like one fly gets in your truck. It's always two. And there'd be one all jacked up on Red Bull, and the other one like a big fat lazy fly that like he'd stay alive just because it's that smart. Like it, anytime you see it, it's moving. When it lands, you never see it. Drives me mad. Paul Harris says, not his trailer, not his problem. Yeah, he's gone with it. He done took that bad boy and left. He said, out. I'm out. So, yeah, it was kind of a medium-sized carrier. I mean, you see them around, but um, not like a big mega fleet type of guy. Let's see. Al Johns, when I started in trucking, nobody told me about that light on the trailer. Got a ticket. Okay, yeah. Um, that's true. It's funny you say that because I was actually thinking about that the other day. That I see guys with that freaking light on. I think I did a video or I talked about it in a live or something. I know I had a thumbnail that had that light in it. And I was like, like, do people not know what that is? Because I see people with that thing on all the time. Now, given, like, if you pull over and you check it and it's like, you know, you got a tire that's low, that's not airing up, maybe it's got a screw or a hole in it, you could be driving it somewhere to get it fixed. I get that. But you should also turn that valve off that goes to that thing. Like in the front of the tandems, there's a little box with a valve in it. You should shut that off. Um, but I see guys riding around with that on all the time, and I'm like, these companies spend all this money to have it put on a trailer or buy trailers that have it, and they never explain to people what it is. I actually didn't even realize what it was. One day I Googled it. I was like, what is this light on the front of the trailer? Because when they first came out, like I said, nobody told me about it. It wasn't on, but I just couldn't figure out like what it went to. I was like, what the hell is this little light? Like, so that's that's how that went. Don says sometimes it takes a little while for that light to go out when you pick up a trailer. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never had that light come on when I pick up a trailer. Um, had a nail in a tire. Yeah. No slang. I have an orchard. Okay. Okay. Good deal. Storm Trucking says, did you have a new trainee in your truck? Got to teach them young. LOL. Yeah, I had my mini me in here driving the truck the other day. Um, you know, he's already put in 10,000 hours at Prime. He's fast tracking for a lease purchase program. Oh man, he's just a pair of flip flops away from having his own lease purchase truck at one of these mega fleets. Am I right? I was loading this load up I got right now, and this was an expedited load, so I think that delivered on Saturday. They wanted it here. They needed these rock stars real bad. I guess they figured if there was going to be protest in this area, over the presidential election, they wanted the rock stars here to get them all jacked up. So I was loading this up over there in Minnesota the other day, and I swear to God, it was like the first. It was it'd been cold like 5 or 6 days in a row, and it was like our good first nice real warm day. Like you didn't need a jacket type of day, like 60-degree plus. And I swear to God, every truck driver over had on a pair of flip flops. I swear, every one of them I saw. There was a guy, and I'm no little guy, but there was a guy there. He had to weigh 500 pounds. He was a big dude, and not just round. He's probably like 6'4", 6'5", but I'm talking like big dude, wearing a pair of flip flops, those squishy, like the sandals, not the flip flops, like the sandals you slide on. He was wearing those, and I mean, dude, they were smashed down. They were this thick. They were about that thick. They probably came about that thick. He had wore them down, man. Those damn things was about that thick, and I was just thinking to myself, I was like, might be time to buy a new pair of flipper floppers. Just saying. Just saying. 23 in the house, 15 likes. Smash that like button for me if you could. Yeah, I made that thumbnail the other day about I'm a clickbaiter and never used it, so I just figured I'd use it for this live. Um, you know, it just is what it is, right? Not that I want to be a clickbaiter or nothing, but you know, I just thought I'd use it. The thumbnail really didn't turn out like I wanted it to. I was trying to put my face on George Washington's head, so it didn't work out like I wanted it to. I said, hey, I'll use it for a live. You know, I try to make a thumbnail for every live, and sometimes when my regular video thumbnails don't work out, I just make them live. Um, just how it is. Just how it is. Boy, they need to come on with it. Let's see. I already been here for an hour, so my appointment time was noon. So yeah, they need to come on with it, or we're gonna have to make some calls. Um, let's see. Al John says at 10,000, if you posted that every week, I'd buy a truck and get off the fence. LOL. Yeah, so 6,000 is not enough to get you off the fence, Al Jones. I mean, uh, like that's good money, man. That's good money. Like these rates are really good right now, man. Like you take a down market, man, and people, that 6,000 sounds a lot better. Um, yeah, you're just not always in those hot lanes. You're just not always in the hot lanes. I didn't plan that week out very good though. Coming out of Kansas City, or Topeka, it was a decent rate to North Carolina. Decent, not great, decent. But the problem was, let's see, I picked that load up on a Thursday, and it delivered on a Saturday. And then I couldn't find anything that picked up on Sunday. And what I should have done is I should have used that day of, instead of sitting, I should have put $200 in diesel and drove my ass to Chicago on Sunday, or at least Indiana, get up into Indianapolis or Ohio. Um, I should have came out of that area on Sunday instead of sitting there and waiting. So see, I lost that, and that $6,000 week. So you got to think about this for a $6,000 week. I set Sunday. I didn't run anything Sunday, and then I didn't run anything. I got unloaded Wednesday in the middle of the day, and I set till Thursday afternoon. So that was really only 5 work days on that $6,000. So, not that I feel the need to defend my $6,000 week, but you gotta take into account, that's not like that wasn't like a super crazy big time week. Um, oh Lord, these people, man, this guy. I mean, they got a map up there. They give you a paper map, and they tell you park in front right here. Park. There's a row of parking spots, about 50 of them, and they tell you park right here. Walk into door 58. What's this guy do? He pulls over here, parks on the curb because he's afraid to back his truck in or something. Parks on the curb, and then goes to walk in. And the yard guy is like, the yard guy stops him. He's like, "What are you doing?" Like, did they not tell you 5 times? Did you not see the maps? Um, it's freaking crazy, man. Like, I was wondering what he was doing when he pulled in because he just drove by, and I could tell he kind of looked confused. Could be a communication breakdown. I've been seeing a lot of that here lately. Let's see. But yeah, Al Johns, buy. Man, Al Johns, you need to buy that truck, man. If you want to. I'm not saying everybody should be an owner operator. It is a lot of work. You know what I mean? Like, um, yeah, it's a lot of work. But at the same time, like, um, you know, it's a good way to stack some cash. It's a good way to stack some cash. Um, you know, play your cards right. That's not a bad area either. Gulfport, you know what I mean? Like, you could always get a banana load out of there, and then get you something, a little better coming back. Um, I mean, banana loads. I usually can get a banana load for like $2 a mile back to the Midwest. I can get them back to Minnesota for like $1, usually around $1.90 to $2 a mile back to Minnesota, and then or you can run them up to Indiana. I can get a little more if you go to Ohio or Indiana. It's a little bit more per mile, but you're not going into as good of an area either. So, um, yeah. Let's see. Paul Harris says 24,000 this week. Total is $6,000 clickbait title. Yeah, yeah, that's what I need to start telling everybody. Um, I don't know. That guy was waving at me hard. I don't know if he knew me or something. What's up, brother? um, I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he knew me. Um, so anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I should start throwing up some of those clickbait titles. Who knows? Who knows? Probably won't, but my ego doesn't depend on my YouTube views, so I probably wouldn't do it. I'm not trying to build some sort of lifestyle brand and have my own reality show. Really don't care for none of that, so probably won't catch me clickbaiting. Al John says, "Oh God, yes, it's gotten much easier." Okay, yeah, that's the key to it, man. I know when I first started at Cisco, oh, it was brutal, dude. It was brutal. Those first couple weeks, man. Like I hurt in places I didn't know I could hurt, and it came around. I got better at it. Paul Harris says that white light. I thought that was ABS light till I got a trailer with a label on it. Yeah, yeah. Some trailers have labels that tell you what that is. If it's like a Hendrix brand, most of the time they have a sticker there, but sometimes they don't. Let's see. Storm Trucking says, "Gotta get that Max Force International." Yeah, Al Johns, you need to pop off by Max Force. um, Adco LP, yeah, no doubt, no doubt, putting that boy on a fast track. Storm Trucking says, "What's a jacket?" Yeah, true that. Oh, we got a red light. We got a red light. They're gonna get after it. We'll see. We will see. Um, Paul Harris says, "Did he have a muffin top on his feet with those flip flops?" Yeah, yeah. He had like where his leg met his foot. Most people have an ankle. He just had a giant crease that went all the way around. I was like, is his leg absorbing his ankle? You know what I mean? Like it was like folded over like this, like, and I was like, is his foot going into his leg? Like, is it getting absorbed? It was a weird scene going on. I was like, I got to get the hell out of here. Uh, Ooh, rocking rough back there, rocking rough. Um, Better be quiet. They can probably hear me. That would be a good move. A good move, I would think. Al Johns, the flip flops that you slide on, the kids call them slides. Yeah, I've heard them called that before. Um, I've heard them called that before. Let's see. David Cherry says simple directions are very difficult for some people, unfortunately. Yeah, a lot of places I go to, um, like especially if it's fast paced, I'll give them the paperwork. They'll do whatever they got to do. They'll hand it back to me, and they'll be like, go to door 43. And I hop in the truck, and I'm just looking around. I'm like, I have no clue where door 43 is. Is it on this side of the building? Is it on that side of the building? Is it around back? Is it a whole nother, like, so I'm guilty of that sometimes, of looking like a total rookie at some of these places. But this place, man, they got a like big printout on the window at the guard shack, and then they got paper uh, maps for you to take with you if you can't, if you need it. And then they also, they tell you, they explain it to you. It's very simple, and you can see these parking spots from the guard shacks. They point like to it, make sure they're like parked right there beside that truck, and go into door 58. And I'm like, okay, sounds pretty simple. But some of these places are not that simple. Um, so yeah, I don't know what that guy had going on. Trevor Roberts says, I knew what the verdict would be on the flip flop water line. Uh, I was laughing myself before you finished. Yeah, yeah, no doubt. No doubt. Let's see. Al Johns, if I could owner operator and be local all day, but I don't want to spend the night in the truck ever again. I don't think it's for me. All right, yeah, not for everybody. Um, yeah, I mean it is a sacrifice. That's why I tell people, if you're an owner operator or over the road, you should be getting paid really good for it, because you're sacrificing. You know what I mean? I just video called the house before I got on here, and they're all getting dressed to go out, to the park or do what, they're going to the park. They're going to go, they're going to go get cheeseburgers and ice cream. And, you know, I'm sitting here at a freaking, soda warehouse in Pennsylvania. You know what I mean? And so, yeah, it's definitely a sacrifice. Definitely a sacrifice. Um, let's see. I'm good with tossing cases of liquor. All right, yeah, no, it's and see that's where you got to be in life. You gotta be where you're happy. Um, you know, I'm not happy with what I'm doing. Like long term, I wouldn't want to do this, but short term, I'm okay with it because I know if I do this for like a year or two, then things are going to be different. Uh, a lot different. Because like instead of getting a mortgage on a house that is like a big payment and 30 years like eh, or I can just buckle down, do this for a year or two, and you know have a mortgage that's way smaller, and something I can like make a decision at that point. you know I can rethink it at that point. Let's see. Mike says, "Where you at, Cash?" I'm in Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania. The trainer says duct tape. Fix that light. Yeah, yeah. Phillips head screwdriver. Just unscrew it and throw it in the ditch and go on about your business. I guess that would be destroying company property. So yeah, let's go duct tape. Let's put a piece of duct tape on it. Storm Trucking says hard to deliver cases down a ramp in slides and flip flops. Huh. That's very true. It's very true. I guess that's why you never see, Cisco and U.S. Foods walking around in flip flops because they would be broken ankles and uh, scraped knees everywhere. Like, can you just imagine your first, like, having on a pair of slides and trying to go down like a set of outdoor steps, to like a cellar or something? You would eat crap so bad. As a matter of fact, I'm thinking of one nursing home I used to deliver to. Right now, I'm thinking of it because they had outdoor steps that went down into the kitchen was like in the basement. And let me tell you, those set of steps. Every time I took a case down them, I'd say a prayer because I'm like, this could be the end right here. Like just old busted up concrete steps, like just misery. Um, so yeah. Paul Harris says Publix north of Atlanta has multiple warehouses and they are not small, half dozen buildings with 100 or more docks each. Publix has it all together and clear where to go. Yeah, it's rare that I get confused at a Publix place. They tend to do pretty good with organization there. They're one of the better grocery houses on organization, I think. Let's see here. Red 5, what's up, Cash? Not much. Unloading some Rockstar energy drink right now. Been a little rough. I gotta say. Um, you know. Let's see. That's not a dry van. You know what I'm saying? That don't tear up my insulations. David Cherry said, "Would you consider going back to having your own authority in the future?" Yeah, I mean, I possibly would, man. There's a lot more work. That's what guys don't understand about authority versus being leased on somewhere. Like, you don't always make more money with your own authority. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't always. A lot of people think, oh, I got my own authority. I'm going to make a lot more money than I would if I was leased on somewhere. It don't always work out like that. Here's my rule of thumb on that. If you're going to build a fleet, like if I, in the future, if I decide to, buy more trucks and hire drivers or start my lease purchase endeavor or, something like that, then yes, I would get my own authority. I think if you're going to build a fleet, you do it under your own authority. Um, but if you're going to be one man, one truck, or maybe, two trucks, yeah, probably just operate them under someone else's authority. Let them do the back office paperwork, you know, like, so yeah. Uh, Probably. I mean, I'm not against having my own authority, but you know, a lot of people get confused. They think just because you got your own authority, you're going to make more money. Not always the case. Um, you know, just depends. But yeah, I would think about it. I mean, I'm not against it. Storm Trucking says the second you walk to the kitchen after they mopped, you're done for. Yeah, no kidding, man. You get in a hurry in some of those kitchens that are messy, and you step on an onion peel and on that freaking tile, man, it's like ice. You be doing the splits, man. You be looking like you're doing some break dancing moves in there, trying to stay on your feet. Um, yeah, yeah. No joke. Let's see. Red Five says that's true. I gave my authority also. Yeah, I mean, there's some good and bad in everything in life, man. You never find the perfect scenario. You gotta be able to live with what you got, and that's the best way to do it. Find something that makes you happy. Find something, because if I got my own authority, like I feel like I'd spend some of that time at the house. I would have to spend that time, doing this and doing that, and it's like, basically everything I really need to do to cover my business part of it, I can do from the truck. I can call my CPA. I email her everything. You know, so if I was at home, I don't know. I feel like if I had my own authority, it would cut into some of the things I do at home. Um, and given I would expect to make a little more for doing all that, but at the same time, it's not a guarantee. It's just like becoming an owner operator for being a good company driver. If you're at a good company and they run you right, it's like you're making the most you can out of the driving part. So when you become an owner operator, really the only money you're making above the driving part is managing the business. And if you don't manage it right, you're not making more than a company driver in a lot of situations. That's what I try to tell people. Like, you know, right now everybody wants to be an owner operator because the rates are really good. But it's like, do you want to do all that extra work when the rates are crap and you're not making more than the company drivers are making? Is it worth it to you then? You know? But I don't know. I get everybody's got to make their own decisions, and you got to walk the path to see if it's for you sometimes. That's what I tell people about being an owner operator. All right, we are unloaded, guys. We are unloaded. We'll give them a minute to get the paperwork back up to the office, though. I know these places. There's no reason to run in there right now and stand in there and wait 15 minutes while they walk the paperwork up to the office, or whatever they got to do. They might got to count it or something. I like to give them about 5-10 minutes to you know I like to give them a few minutes to shake everything out. Get it. Reefer's not on. Why do I care if I sit here 5 minutes? Um, yeah, no, we got you, Red Five. We knew what you was saying. Um, Kashif. I think I said it right. You told me how to say it the other day, but I got a horrible memory. It says, "Hi, Cash. If one was to hire drivers, what will be the best way to do it?" Kashif. Oh, you even explained it again for me. Thank you, sir. That is so considerate. You know me. You know me. That's a great name, by the way. Um, if that is your name your parents gave you, give them a high five because that's an awesome name, Kashif. Like, that's like, yeah, that's a great name. So, let's see. If I was going to hire drivers, what would be the best way to do it? Um, well, I think, you know, I, I've hired a lot of people in the past. I had a property maintenance business away from truck. It wasn't a trucking business, but hired a lot of people through that. Hiring friends and family is the easy way, but it's the worst way, honestly, for long-term growth, because it'll always become a conflict, either for you or them. Someone gets some lines blurred, and it's tough when you got to put the line when you got to redraw the line, and it's a family member or a close friend. But at the end of the day, it's business, so it's like it's got to be done. It's got to be done. So yeah, I don't know. It's tough. It's tough. I don't know. These job search things might be okay, you know. Um, yeah, I don't know. Word of mouth would be a good way to do it, you know. Like if you know drivers or if you know people who know drivers, that type of thing might be the best way to do. Because it's going to be tough just to hire, like, you know, like you don't have the marketing budget that, you know, Schneider and Prime and Swift and all the big guys got. So it's going to be tough to compete with them. You're going to need to be on a more personal level, I would think. Let's see. Uh, Al John says I gave a 19-year-old helper his a good young man, but he wore a pair of $400 shoes that looked like they were knitted. I was like, dude, wear crappy shoes at work, not fashion show. Yeah, yeah, a pair of boots at work go a long way. You know, like I mean, I don't wear boots when I'm, you know, just sitting in the truck driving, but I do wear, you know, just a regular old pair of shoes. Like, you know, I usually budget like, I don't know, like 60 to 70 bucks for a pair of shoes. You know, like like I want something that's, you know, well made, but it doesn't have to be like, you know, Air Jordans or whatever. But I've learned my lesson on like the Walmart shoes and the Target shoes. It's like they're useless after like, you know, 2 months. They just wear out too quick. So they kind of burnt me on that. But yeah, yeah, don't wear your high dollars. Don't wear your high dollar. You know, I had a guy like that doing property maintenance one time. You know, property maintenance is a nasty, you know, mowing grass, cleaning gutters, you know, replacing shingles, you know, painting walls, you know, stuff like that type of business. And this guy would show up every day in like, you know, designer jeans and, you know, like, and then like be all surprised at the end of the day when he got his, you know, $200 hoodie dirty. And I'm just like, yeah, see, like, you know, like I'm wearing like, I go to the Goodwill and get my clothes when I was doing that because you would just wear them out so fast, you know, like t-shirts and stuff like that. Just go to the Goodwill and get them, you know. Um, but yeah, sounds like they are running a freight train in and out of there. Yeah, they was banging it, man. They got it done quick though. I give them that. He's got a good pair of work boots. Yeah. Storm Trucking wasted $400 on those shoes. That's for sure. Don says my company tells me I work too hard for a company guy and they don't have enough freight for me as an owner operator, so I would be losing money to make the switch. Yeah, it's not always worth it. Um, Thank you. No one ever praised my name as much ever. Yeah, man, I think that's a cool name. It really is. Kashif. Like, you know, that's one of those names that, like, you know, it wouldn't be easy to forget that name. It's hard to pronounce because I'm illiterate, but the name is cool. Al John says, Storm Trucking, that's what I said, but he's 19. Have you ever tried to tell a 19-year-old anything? Oh, man, you sound like you're hanging out at my house these days. Um, uh, let's see. Storm Trucking, LOL, that's true. Al John says, I wear Asics on the truck and my Crocs when it's time to party. Yeah, Kashif is king. Yeah, no doubt, man. No doubt. Um, all right, guys, I'm going to hop off here. I'm going to put my shoes back on and go in and get this paperwork. I appreciate everybody coming in and take care of each other out there.